Hello and welcome to another Let's Play by me, Altarn. Yes, this game is called Freespace 2, specifically Freespace 2 Open, because it's based on the open source release in 2002. And ever since, people have been developing the engine, mods, you name it. There's a whole community behind this game, and you might never even have heard of it. If not, you're in luck, because you're in for a treat. Freespace 2 is, quite frankly, a really good space combat sim. It's got a good backstory as well, which I'll touch up in a second. And, well, it looks stunning nowadays because of all the work people have put into it. So definitely worth a purchase if you're looking for a cheap game on Google Games. We'll probably put you back €5. That's it. And after that you can download a whole bunch of content completely free. So yeah, if I sound enthusiastic, that's because I am, because this is just showing the world what a user community can do to a game that people just love and want to enjoy. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get to the backstory. Freespace 1, also pretty good game. Basically revolved around the Terran-Fesudan wars. Now, obviously we're the Terrans, the Fesudan alien race, and we bumped heads with them. 14-year war, lots of casualties, you know the drill. And then one day a new species show up, the Shivans, and they're a bit nastier than the Terrans and Fesudans put together. The Fesudan homeworld gets bombed, and Earth is next, and during a massive battle they manage to shoot down, finally, destroying the flagship of the Shivans that was basically campaigning against the Terrans and the Fesudans. Unfortunately, they blew it up while it was jumping. Why? Because that was the only time its shield would go down. Since we didn't have shield technology, we didn't get it, I guess. It blew up the jump node as well, so the Terrans were stuck on their colonies. So we, basically had a good talk with the Fesudans, decided that going back to war was a stupid thing to do, and so now, 32 years later, the Terrans and the Fesudans have formed an alliance. But not all is well, and we will find out exactly what in the coming campaign. Here we go.
32 years have passed since the Great War. The Shivans vanished half a lifetime ago. And now, we live in the mausoleum of history. We inherit the legacy of ghosts who haunt these ruins. The elders call us the Lost Generation. I remember stories of a glorious civilization, of cities with spires that reached the sun, of a blue planet with vast seas, of people with myths of humanity everlasting, of children who saw in the embers of dying stars the destiny of their race. And they hurled themselves into the void of space with no fear. They say our people have no present, only a past filled with horror. And a future they can only dream of. Now we forge a new alliance to guard the tomb of space and find within its cold expanse the salvation of our race.
Welcome to Vega, Ensign. I'm Lieutenant Lukakis, Squadron Leader of the 53rd Hammerheads. You've been assigned to our unit. The Hammerheads are a space superiority squadron. We'll be flying the Myrmidon fighter, developed to replace the old GTF Ulysses. The Myrmidon is a Terran Vasudan design and a versatile ship with high marks for speed, maneuverability, armor, and loadout.
Yeah, it's a good ship.
The 53rd Hammerheads were formed during the Great War. At the time, we served on board the GTD Bastion, the finest ship in the history of Terran space travel. You may not know this, but the pilots who destroyed the ST Lucifer in 2335 were based on the Bastion, and some were even Hammerheads. With the 53rd, you're part of a long and proud tradition.
Yeah, the ST Lucifer, that Shivan destroyer Lucifer, that was the ship I was just mentioning, that blew up the Sol jump point. Along with it, GTD, you'll get a lot of abbreviations, so I'm just going to cover it. Galactic Terran Defense, or Destroyer, I'm not completely sure. It's a ship.
When the explosion of the Lucifer collapsed the jump node to the Sol system and severed all contact with Earth, Command transferred the Bastion to the 4th Fleet in Vega. Since then, we've called Vega our home. Now Command has decommissioned the Bastion and reassigned its squadrons to the newer Hecate destroyers. We'll be joining the GTD Aquitaine, flagship of the 3rd Fleet, Capella. The Aquitaine will be here in 36 hours. In the meantime, it would be advisable to review your training.
Hell no.
All the simulator modules you'll need for the Myrmidon fighter.
No doubt.
These modules will give you a refresher course on such basics as your head-up display, throttle controls, and targeting. If you need to review your training, now would be a good time to do so. Because this is your first combat assignment, you'll be authorized to carry the standard armaments. The Subak HL-7, the Tempest Dumbfire, and the Rockeye heat-seeking missile. These weapons are covered in the training modules and in the Tech Room database. As you gain experience in combat, you will be authorized to use more advanced weaponry. Good luck, pilot. and welcome again to the 53rd.
Aye, sir. Alrighty then. These are the
training
tutorials, which we're not going to do. Neither we're going to do this one. Or this one.
This is Admiral Petrarch, Commanding Officer of the GTD Aquitaine. For those squadrons joining us here in Vega, welcome aboard. With a complement of 150 combat spacecraft, the Aquitaine serves as flagship of the GTVA 3rd Fleet, based in the Capella system. You join an elite crew of 10,000, the finest officers and enlisted personnel serving the Alliance today.
GTVA, Galactic Terran Vesudin Alliance. Basically the major power.
After 18 months of fighting, Admiral Bosch's Neo-Terran front has become the most significant threat to regional security since the Great War ended 32 years ago. The NTF demands the independence of their systems and the revocation of the Beta Aquila Convention, or BATAC. The BATAC Treaty centralized power of the GTVA as the supreme authority in Terran Vesudin space. Integral to NTF ideology is Bosch's vision of Neo-Terra. A utopian society where the lost grandeur of Earth will be restored. Bosch and his followers oppose any alliance with the Vesudins as a threat to the future of the human race. The Rebels are entrenched in Polaris, Regulus, and Sirius. But before we hit these strongholds, we must secure Epsilon Pegasi, Alpha Centauri, and Deneb. These contested systems are now the focal point of Allied operations.
Okay.
Allied Command has ordered the Aquitaine into the Deneb system. There we will reinforce the 13 Vesudin battle group, led by the GVD Samtic. Both the NTF and the GTVA have sustained heavy casualties in the battle for Deneb. In the past 72 hours, we have lost the GVC Andromeda, the GTC Trafalgar, and over 15 fighter wings.
Ouch.
Command anticipates the arrival of the Aquitaine and the Samtic will shift the battle for Deneb in our favor and force the NTF to withdraw to Sirius.
Well, they're serious. Alright, briefing time.
This is Captain Lukakis, Squadron Leader of the 53rd Hammerheads. At 0320 hours, the Aquitaine entered the Deneb system. Admiral Petrarch launched fighter and bomber wings as part of an all-out attack against NTF positions throughout the system. He has kept the Hammerheads on standby until now. A situation is developing near the inhabited planet of Cygnus Prime. We have over 100,000 Vesudin refugees fleeing their colonies in transports. Allied ships are rescuing the Vesudins as quickly as possible, though the logistics of this operation leave many refugees still vulnerable to rebel attack. At 0545, we received a distress signal from a refugee convoy 900 clicks, or kilometers, from the outer orbit of Cygnus Prime. The Vesudins responded with a wing of Serapis fighters, designated Epsilon, which have just called in for reinforcements. Alpha Wing, you're going in.
Oh yeah.
Because these transports do not have jump drives, you must protect the convoy until a recovery ship arrives. With all warships engaged and other convoys in dire need of protection, we do not know when a craft will become available. Command will keep you updated and send in reinforcements as needed.
Okay then. Well, that was a very lengthy introduction. That won't happen every mission, trust me. Ship selection allows you to pick a ship if you have any to select. As you can see, we don't. We just have the Myrmidon. Weapon loadout. Again, once you get the choice, actually we can change some things here. We have got 2 rock eyes. We'll just grab another rock eye. Yeah. So that's 20 rock eyes in total. Heat-seeking missiles. They're fairly good. Not too keen on the Tempest. Not, to be honest. My wingman will have Tempest anyway. Dumbfire missiles means you just shoot them in any direction and they do a little damage. Alright. Onwards we go. Oh dear. This is what happens when you don't play test. Let's see. Misc. My joystick is crap. No, wouldn't call it crap. Wouldn't call it perfect either.
Alpha 2 here. I have a visual on the convoy.
Okie dokie.
1,500 meters dead ahead. The escort wing is down 2 fighters. IOTA transports. This is Alpha Wing of the 53rd Hammerheads, GTD Aquitaine. We have orders to protect your convoy. What's your status? Over.
Alpha Wing, we have lost 3 transports to the rebel attack. The surviving vessels have sustained motor damage. We anticipate the rebels will return in greater force.
Hang in there, Iota. Command will send a recovery craft as soon as possible. Alright, Alpha. Let's get to work. We must defend these transports until the recovery ship arrives.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Okay. Well, let's not get too close to the engine. Engine wash hurts.
Sensors picking up incoming hostiles.
Alright.
The wing of Herc's closing in.
Alpha 1 and 2 intercept those fighters. We will defend the transports.
Gotcha. Let's not get there too far away.
Incoming.
Oh. We're already needed again. Launching missiles, nothing I can do about that. Oh yeah, and contrary to most space sims out there, your wingmen are actually pretty good. They, of course, die for the most stupid reasons whatsoever, but no, one of my gripe wing commander stuff like that was that you usually got the idea that you were fighting an entire war, you know, on your own. Missile lock, don't like that. Match speed, slow down a bit. And now we're on load. That's one down. No, you cannot lock onto me when I'm behind you. Yeah, you got a whole energy assignment thing going on as well. Basically engines, shields, and guns. That's from right to left. I don't know why I did that way, I just did. And now we set it back. Oh yeah, bullseye. Back to patrolling.
Reading hostile indicators.
More.
We have transmitted your coordinates to the GBD Samtic. The vessel should be exiting Subspace momentarily.
Help's on the way. Good. Thank you guys. It's lovely. Oh, up. Thank you.
Has run our blockade of the Sirius jump node. We are now tracking the vessel through subspace. We have vectored its course to your immediate vicinity.
Acknowledged, Command. We will intercept the target.
Yes, we will. That's a Sudan cruiser, by the way. Very cool.
Gunnery control, power up photon beam cannons. Commence plasma core insertion.
Just looking around.
All units stand clear of the Samtic and Belisarius.
Yeah, you really don't want to get caught between two capital ships.
Belisarius, this is the GBD apocalyptic. You are ordered to power down and surrender. Negative, Basuna. The NTF is the only legitimate authority in this system. Surrender or be destroyed, Belisarius. This is your final warning. Your posturing insults us both, Basudin. I will not give up my ship. As you wish. Gunnery control. Open fire.
Belisarius' objective has been neutralized.
I think that's a wrap.
Flying wing Zeta and Theta. You are relieved of your escort, Alpha Wing.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Mission accomplished, Alpha. Return to base. Well done, pilots.
And now we jump out. Well, that was the first mission. Which, of course, is not the most difficult thing on Earth to do, considering it's the very first.
Good work, pilot. You held off the rebel attack and saved both Basudin transports from destruction. Your squad mates and I all agree you'll make a fine addition to the 53rd Hammerheads. Command reports that 75% of the refugees have been recovered with few casualties. The remaining 25% are under Allied protection and will be rescued shortly. We've also won major victories against the NTF. The NTD Jacobus and the NTC Hengst have been destroyed, and our blockades of the Alpha Centauri and Sirius jump nodes has isolated the rebel fleet. Furthermore, 600,000 ground troops will soon land on the surface of Cygnus Prime in our effort to retake the planet. Prepare for your next mission, pilot. The battle for Deneb is not over yet.
Awesomeness. Alright.
Good work, pilot. You held off the...
Yeah, you told me that already.
Command has ordered the 53rd Hammerheads to secure an NTF depot in the Deneb asteroid belt. 6 sentry guns are positioned around the depot, and rebel freighters are now moving the cargo out of the area. The NTF has gone through a lot of trouble to hide these materials.
Interesting.
Alpha 1, your mission is to seek and destroy all targets of opportunity, including freighters, cargo, and sentry guns. Beta Wing will scan the cargo. Recon sighted a wing of Lokis guarding the depot, so prioritize these bandits. Do not underestimate the importance of this mission, pilot. A depot raid won't win you any medals, but it can be just as vital as taking down a cruiser or corvette. We must sever rebel supply lines if we want to achieve a decisive victory.
Right, let's do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the default loadout.
Okay, Alpha Wing, let's take out the fighters and freighters. Beta will scan the cargo. Watch those sentry guns. Beta Wing, target cargo unit. Optimal distance is 150 meters. Alpha 1 and Alpha 3, fighters. Stay focused on those locations.
Command, we got a problem here. We can't scan the cargo.
Run a diagnostic, Beta. Are your sensors malfunctioning?
Our sensor can't penetrate.
Acknowledge, Beta.
Defense platforms.
Abort the scan and engage the enemy. Negative, Beta. Command will not risk recovery in that asteroid belt.
Right, that's that.
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration.
No kidding, right?
We're facing multiple bandits here. That cargo must be high. secured the depot, Command. All bandits have been neutralized. Alpha and Beta, destroy the cargo units.
Hold on, Alpha. Long-range sensors are picking up another hostile target 3 kilometers from your position.
I'm reading nothing here,
Destroy the
Command.
cargo?
We're detecting a signature from one of the asteroids. Transmitting coordinates now.
I'm still not getting a clear reading. There's too much interference.
There should be a flashing red blip on the radar screen of your HUD.
Yes, there
Maneuver
is.
your fighter until this blip is centered in the radar. This will point you in the right direction.
It's a large asteroid, Command, with some kind of structure built into the surface.
Let's take a closer look. Proceed with caution, pilots.
Caution is my middle name.
Command, the target has turrets and a fighter bay. It must be a rebel installation.
We're scrambling bomber wings now. Destroy that base, pilots.
What?
Delta Wing, now in
this
position. Command, I'm picking up the incoming hostile.
Oh, we have to put
Engage and
interesting
destroy
things to do.
those fighters. We need to clear a path for Delta Wing.
This is Admiral Bosch of the Neo-Terran front. Allied fighters, break off your attack.
Command, the rebel leader is on that base.
Admiral Bosch is in the Polaris.
Who is he?
Destroy this installation, you sign the death warrant of our race. Better access to the Sirius jump node.
There will be no negotiations, Bosch.
Yeah, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
My safety is here. All my
Pilots, destroy that installation.
Busy. Might as well use those Tempests, huh? Huh? Yeah. Ooh. And the plot thickens. Pieces have broken off it. Wonder what's gonna happen.
The asteroid is breaking apart, Command.
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration.
Yep.
That's not an installation. Disable the engines of that warship. Do not let them escape.
There's no time, Command. Everyone's powering up in Subspace.
Oh yeah.
All hostile fighters have been neutralized, Command.
And there goes the Iceni.
Bosch and his warship have jumped. This mission is over, Alpha. Return to base.
Okay, sure. Interesting thing. Failed objective, not necessarily a failed mission. Yeah, missions in Freespace have a tendency to, well, not go according to plan.
Command has issued no official explanation for Admiral Bosch's presence in the Deneb system.
Of course.
The hidden base and the shielded cargo units only compound the mystery of the Admiral's agenda. Under the circumstances, there was nothing you could have done to stop the escape of Bosch's command frigate, designated the NTF Iceni.
Oh well. Let's see. Killed 6. Not bad. And 36 hit. That is bad. Oh well. Good enough. Next mission.
Intelligence has tracked Admiral Bosch's command frigate, the NTF Iceni, through subspace. We have vectored its course to the Sirius jump node. The 53rd is being scrambled to seek and destroy the Iceni before it escapes Deneb. We have pre-assigned your loadout, and your fighters are now standing by. Report to the flight deck pronto.
Okay, so that won't work.
Engage full burners and intercept the Iceni. They are 2 kilometers from the Sirius jump node.
Command, We're 5 clicks from that Corvette. Those coordinates you gave us were bogus. We don't stand a chance of catching that ship.
You have your orders, pilot.
Command, where's the blockade? Why isn't the Alliance guarding this node?
Our line of defense has been reprioritized for engagements elsewhere in the system.
AKA, we messed up. There's just no way you can catch the guy. Engine. And disable 4 engines. No, never gonna happen.
I regret your efforts to intercept us have failed, pilots. Be well advised to question the wisdom. Alpha, engage subspace drive.
Damn you!
Jumped. I repeat, the Iceni has jumped.
Acknowledged, pilot.
Request a status brief, Command. What the hell is going on here?
You're out of line, pilot.
Out of line? I don't think so. We're risking our lives out here. We deserve a straight answer.
You can discuss this at your debriefing. We now have reports that rebel vessels are heading for the jump node. Stand by for mission update. Command out.
Damn it! Command let Bosch escape.
What are you talking about?
They pulled the blockade. They gave us the wrong coordinates. There's no other explanation.
Why? Why would they let him go?
You tell me, pilot. I'm informed on a need-to-know basis.
Stand down. We're on your side here.
Why did we attack the Iceni? Why did we destroy that cargo? I can live with being a pawn if the game makes sense.
Inbound freighters with Loki escort. These targets escape the asteroid depot. Destroy those ships before they reach the node.
Beta Wing here. Target acquired and closing in.
Alright, let's get rid of them. And oh, look at that. Rear shield's gone. Dumbfire missiles.
And the NTC Impervious. They are heading for the node. Eliminate the fighter escort pilots. We'll deploy the Samtic to handle the cruisers. Those cruisers have anti-fighter beams with an effective
so I'm ordering these guys to stay on me.
Away from the cruisers before you engage.
Yes, sir.
Just to make sure they don't fly straight into a bunch of cruisers and get caught in anti-fighter beam weapons. Because that will mean... oh. Careful, guys. I'm flying here. Alright. All fighters. Can't tell on that. Okay, destroy my target then. Fine.
Yes, sir.
It's a pretty expansive command system actually in this game for your wingmen. Okay, I did not want to have that to happen, so cover me.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
One on my wing.
This crate's gonna blow.
Yes, it is. That's because you need to stay away, morons. Ugh. Oh well, let's just blow this.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target. Landing now. Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Alright, we're gonna go against my own advice here. And just go in. Fighter craft are useless against cruisers.
Affirmative.
We need to wait for a cap ship to jump in, and we'll be able to take care of these guys. Meanwhile, best to just stay out of their range, because they will toast your fighter. Have new... Yes, we do. We have new incoming fighters. So let's just let make them catch up with us. Where's the friggin' help? We're supposed to be help by now. This is not gonna work. Oh well.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target. Full integrity failing. Get me out of here, command.
The Samtic is now on station.
Oh wait, the beam weapon's working as well. That might have something to do with it. And it's a Samtic, by the way. Remember that one? Flank cannons suck. Alright. Yeah, 33% hull. I think this fighter's got the best moments. Oh, that's all my bleed. if anything fails. Or maybe launch it to our shields are back, so let's go. Why is that? But we'll find out. Engaging subspace drive, and we're off.
Admiral Bosch's command frigate reached the Sirius jump node. I have received no explanation either on or off the record for what happened out there. I assume we'll be informed on a need-to-know basis. Good job neutralizing those fighters and freighters. You've served the 53rd Hammerheads well. Your performance in this last mission proves you have what it takes to be an ace pilot. I've recommended your transfer to the 107th Ravens. They lost many good officers in Deneb, and they could use someone with your talents. They're a top-notch unit. I know you'll make us proud.
Okay.
Good luck with your new assignment, pilot. Command has ordered the Aquitaine to return to the Capella system. Admiral Petrarch will address the crew at 0630.
But not quite yet. Right, I'm calling a vid. We'll continue next time, do some more missions. Well, that's the only thing you can do, really. And hope you guys enjoyed it. You're in for a lot more because the campaign's quite lengthy. Until then, my name is Altarn, and this was a Let's Play of Freespace 2.